tired. Just got back home. It's been a long day. Did you guys see my new trailer yet? I like it. Let's check out this table. Looks pretty basic to me. The problem I can tell you right now is getting on this 3 ball. You see where the 5 is? That narrows margin of error. We have to find a way to get on this rail to shoot this 3. And if we get exactly on it, we're going to have to go down to the short rail and come back up 2 rails for the 4. Which is going to give me a long shot on the 4 if we have to go 2 rails here. If we get a little bit off the rail, we could probably draw this back, hit this rail, and come back. That's a better way to do it, but when you're dealing with this close of a margin of error, it's really hard to pinpoint it. But I will do my best. To get on that position, we have to go long on this 1 and get the correct angle on this 2 to make the 2 in the side and draw it back diagonally on this 3 ball. 4, we need to get straight in on the 5 so we can stop the cue ball right there and just poke the 6 in, stay high on the 7. Either stay high and keep an angle on the 7 or go against this rail here and bounce up for this 8. From there, the 9 is easy enough. Alright, let's proceed. And we need an angle on this. We have to stay long down table for this 2 ball. That should be pretty good. It looks like I have an angle to come back diagonally on this 3. So we have a narrow window here. We can't get behind this 5 ball. Very good. I got exactly on the rail. I think I'm actually touching the rail here. So the problem is the 3 ball is not on the rail. So if I go to draw this, it's going to hit the 5 ball. And that's going to screw everything up. So we don't want to hit any balls here. So now we're steering through traffic and we have to go down to the end rail, off this rail, and come up between this 8 and this 6. And because this bottom rail is dead, it's going to lose a lot of momentum on this short rail. And what I really like to do is come off this angle and bounce further down table, but that's probably going to be impossible. We did the best we could with it. So now we have a long stop shot. You might want to draw this back a little bit. Don't try to draw it too much. It's just too far away. The main objective is to stay straight in and on this line for this 5, and I think I got it. And now's the famous stop shot. And what's going on here is you're drawing the cue ball, right? So it's rolling backward. It's rolling clockwise backward. And right before it hits the 5, it's in between. It stops rolling backward, and now it's starting to roll forward. So you're catching it between backward and forward. So it's actually sliding across the top of the pool table. So you have to catch it in that slide. So it's spinning backward. It's going down table. It wants to start spinning forward, but it hasn't started moving forward yet, and it hits the object ball, and it's just like hitting a wall. It just stops. So let's see if I can wing it. We need to get straight in on this 6 just to make everything simple. So I'm actually drawing this ball, but not. See how that works? Once again, it's moving backward. Cue ball's sliding backward. And then it's done with the backward momentum, and it wants to go forward, but it hasn't gotten there yet. Smack. Let's watch it again. Just like that. Practice that. It's a good shot to put in your arsenal. Stop shots come up all the time. I had, years ago, I developed a stop shot drill where I'd put all 9 balls on the table, and the first stop was a stop on the 1, to be straight in on the 2, to stop on the 2, to be straight in on the 3, to be, and they were all distances. You know, one was like 5 feet, one was like 5 inches. It was a great drill. I had it all marked down on the table. I might redevelop that drill and make a video out of it. I think it would be good. Stop shots come up all the time, and you have to hit them at different speeds for them to work. So it really does develop your stroke. All 9 balls on the stop shot. And what you're doing, if you're not a run-out player yet, you're running every rack, because every rack is just a stop shot. If you do it right, if you do the drill right. So that in itself builds confidence. You know, you just put a 5-pack on yourself, playing the ghost and all stop shots. Yeah, I'm definitely going to pull that up. I think it would help a lot of people. So anyway, like I said, we have to stay high on the 6. Get away, John. We have to stay a little bit high on the 6. We can roll down a little bit, but not much. We still need this angle to get back on this 8. And there's a couple different ways we can get on this 8 if we get the right angle. That's what I'm trying to figure out now. Exactly how I'm going to get on the 8. So we could go 2 rails here. Go down to, make the 7 and hit this rail to this rail. But lately this table's been sending the cue ball all the way down table and winding up like down here on this shot when that shouldn't happen. And again, it's just because the rail's dead. If it was a new rail or a diamond table, we'd be right behind the 8 ball. So what I think I decided to do here is just go 1 rail off this short rail and bounce back up like that. Probably not the best way to do it, but I think this is what I do here. Yeah, that didn't work out too good. I mean, it did, but I got a little bit lucky. I was trying to come off this rail and bounce back up. I didn't want to hit that 8, but I did. Just put a little too much juice on it. So this is easy enough, but I think I butchered this. I do. And I'll tell you right now, that should have been a simple drawback. And I should be back here on this 9 ball. But we're going to take a look at the stroke on this ball. I want you to pay attention to my elbow, this elbow right here. Don't even watch the shot. Because I'm stretched out and I'm about to slip on my face. You see my elbow drop there? So what happened is I had it lined up for a draw shot. When your elbow drops, the front of your stick jumps up, right? This should never happen. The front of your stick should never jump up like that. So what happened is by the time I got through and I was aiming down here at the bottom of the cue ball, but when the elbow dropped, the cue came up, so it put like center ball on it, and then it slipped up like that, and that killed any draw on it, of course, and that's why it drew back like just a couple inches and left me a difficult shot on the 9 ball. That's what happened. You have to keep that elbow up, keep that shoulder stiff, and follow through. And I was all stretched out, and it came up. My elbow dropped, front of the cue came up, tip came up, and I didn't put draw on, or not enough draw. So you never want to leave yourself hard on the 9. It's the only ball that you really have the luxury to get straight in on all the time. And You never want to do this to yourself, but I did it. Just poke it in there and got through it. Again, I want to go back over that stop shot and really drill this through your head. It's a very, very, very important shot in your arsenal. You're drawing the ball, but you're not slamming the ball. You need a good stroke on this ball. And again, it's moving backward, and it runs out of steam on moving backward. It has to move forward, but you're catching it in a slide right before. So naturally, after it's done moving backward and it's starting to move forward, there's a split second where it's just sliding. That's where you want to hit it. Just like that. Anyway, there's another one. Things are going to be changing around here. If you watch my trailer, you can see that it's going to get real fun, real exciting, real interactive. More playlists on bank pool, Tennessee bank pool, and 8-ball, and the road. I'm waiting for my buddy to heal his illness, and I got to get him back in stroke. So good things coming. I hope everybody's having a great night. Peace to y'all and all.